Hi beautiful babes, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I missed you so much and I thought I would vlog and chat with you and just talk about life lately and mental health and things that I've learned. But I did buy myself some flowers because it's so important to treat yourself and to do good things for yourself. Just got back from a run, well, like a walk run, and I'm so sweaty. That's Toby the cat. Anyway, I am so sweaty. Gonna eat some breakfast and take a shower and get ready to chat with you. How we doing tonight? Yeah, that was pretty good, huh? I think so. This morning I got up at like 6 a.m. well 5, and then I decided it was too dark outside, so then I went on like a run at 7:30 in the morning, and I got back and took a shower and got ready, and now I'm feeling so much better. And you know, when I wake up early in the morning, I'm like, oh my god, I can't get out of bed. Because I feel like now I really value my sleep, and if I don't get a good sleep cycle in, then my whole day doesn't go as great. But I feel like I'm gonna force myself to get up early when I can and go do that, because now I feel so much better. Anyway, today I just wanted to hang out and chat with you. I just want to talk about not comparing yourself and why you should never ever compare yourself, because we like to put out our best moments online, right? Like I put out when I feel good, right? But I don't always feel good, okay? I've struggled with anxiety, depression, and I was diagnosed with PTSD 2 years ago. I'm currently like in 2 different kinds of therapies, but it's so good because it's all about regulating my nervous system. And I've currently been working on this really amazing project that I'm super excited about, but it's really emotionally a lot, but it's so rewarding. And so I've had a lot of like anxieties come up recently, just like in my body, and I've had panic attacks, and I haven't had those in a really long time. But I just wanted to say, like, we're all human, right? Like, never compare yourself, because we have no idea what somebody's life looks like when they're not on camera or when they're not posting on social media. We are all humans on a floating rock. I think more often than not that we all struggle and go through the same kind of experiences, but somehow we're like dividing ourselves so much or separating ourselves. And really, I think we have more common than what we think we do. And just give yourself a good mental health check-in, like whether that's like spending too much time on social media and just like taking that time for yourself. And the past 2 weeks I did that, and it was so needed and so worth it. Like there were days I wasn't on my phone at all, and I was just out in nature. Like I went to the river and I was out riding and with family and with my dog, and it just was so needed and so necessary to reconnect with ourselves and to check in with ourselves. Like, is what we're intaking like content online giving us anxiety? Is it stressing us out? Is it making us compare ourselves? You know, and so when we look at those things and then we eliminate those things, or you know, just spend a shorter amount of time on those things, I feel like it can really help our mental health. Because I don't think, you know, in this world today, everything's so overstimulated. Like there's so much stuff out there and we're constantly consuming stuff, and it's so important to not become overstimulated by constantly watching all these things all the time. Because if you're anything like me, being super empathic, you know, watching sad videos or scary videos or whatnot affects our emotions and affects how we view the world and what we're doing that day. And so I think it's just important to balance that, right? And take time for ourselves. I also want to say, like, if you're out there and you know, this craziness that we're living in right now, and you like don't know what's coming next, or you know, you're feeling in a rut, or you're going through something. I know it's so cliche to say, but for you it could be totally different. This is just kind of what I learned in what I was experiencing along the way. But for me, I really learned to trust the process. And you're like, oh my God, so cliche, like I've heard this a million times. Or you're like, what does that even really mean? Well, for me, trust me, okay, I've been in the depths, okay, of hell multiple times. And I felt like I literally had to crawl myself out of like disgusting, crazy, horrible things. For sure. I've been there. Trust me. I feel it. And you know, when we're in moments that feel really painful, really lonely, really damaging, you can be like, why in the actual hell would I ever have to go through this? Or why the hell is this happening? Or what's going on? And for some situations and cases, you know, after and when time has, you know, gone on, I always look back and could at least understand it to some level, or knew the lessons or the reasons, or could grow from those experiences. And I feel like sometimes we get opportunities of growth in life where difficult things come up, or things we need to heal come up, or situations that we didn't expect would go a certain way, go a different way. And it teaches us and allows us the room and the space to grow and to get out of our comfort zone, because we're people of habit, right? Like some people like to be in their comfort zone, and we get used to habits and we get used to the day-to-day, or we get used to the same things, but then we never grow necessarily. And so now, even though life has been really challenging and really hard in moments, I lately have been trying to change my perspective and be like, yeah, but I wouldn't be here right now. And I'm grateful for the rejections and for whatever that school's not getting into, a job rejecting you, a person rejecting you, family, work, an apartment, a home, a car, whatever that may be. I am so grateful that those things didn't work out, because it wouldn't have led me and given me the opportunities for the things that were so much better for me. You know, for me, I've been through immense amounts of trauma, and so I like to plan things, I like to organize things, I like to feel like I have a sense of control, but life showed me otherwise. And really, you know, we can't control certain things, right? Like we have the power to do that, but I think what goes hand in hand with that is we also don't at the same time, because there's things in life that we can't plan for, there's things that happen that we don't see coming and that we're not meant to see coming, and that could you know, for me that gives me anxiety or stress or worry. But then I realized I was living way too much planning for the future. I was living weeks ahead, months ahead, when I had no idea truly what was going to happen, right? Like we can plan, which is great and good to do, obviously, but I wasn't living in the present, and I was like living life and watching life pass by. And you know, lately I've had things happen in my life that have really made me live in the present moment, because I was like, that's all we have. All we have is today and our experiences leading up till today. And so now I feel like I have this renewed sense of energy and renewed sense of outlook that like I want to make the best of every day. And of course there's going to be days where I'm going to need to rest. Like we all need to rest and relax and take time for our mental health, and maybe that's what we're meant to do that day, and that is hecka productive, okay? I don't mean like go off and go crazy and work all day long and whatnot, but I think it just gives me, you know, I'm just more grateful and appreciative of every single moment that happens, and I'm just trying to take it in and, you know, live in the there and the now, because that's really all we have is the now, you know? And so, yeah, I just want to say never compare yourself, or it's so hard in this society, like don't put pressure on yourself to be a certain way, to look a certain way, to have a certain job, and like employment or work shouldn't be our sense of worth, our sense of worthiness, or what we have or what we do. And of course, I love those things, right? Like we can love those and we can have those things, and you know, you can have those goals and whatnot, and I still do, but I just mean that, you know, you're valuable for just existing and for breathing, and you're valuable for living. You know, if like today you got up today and you woke up, then that's amazing, okay? Like you are so valuable, and it took me a long time, and I still struggle with worthiness. I still struggle with those things, and it's just a journey, right? Like it's just a journey, And there are moments where I feel really confident and other moments where I don't. And I feel like that's just being human and living in this world. And it's okay. And like, perfect doesn't exist. Perfection will never exist. I don't know. I just think it's good to embrace who you truly are. And people are gonna love you for you and who you really are. And if they don't, then they're not meant to be in your life. But that doesn't mean that you will find those people. Because we have 8 billion people, or however many billion people on this planet, in this world. And so yeah, I just think it's good to remind you of that and chat with you. And I hope you like my little vlog and get ready with me today. And I'm hoping to make more videos where I can just connect with you and be open and honest, and we can hang out. And if you have any like recommendations or things you want to chat about or want me to make a video about, or you can always DM me on Instagram. My DMs are always open. I just appreciate you so much for watching this and for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a beautiful freaking day, okay? And stop being so mean to yourself, okay? Because you deserve the best. Okay, I love you. Stay tuned for next week's video.